The reason the Kardashians are in their flop era is because the authenticity that once made them so successful is now completely missing from their show.
The Kardashians are in their flop era, and their reality show is the perfect illustration.
I think a few brands are in their flop era.
What about Kylie? People were obsessed with it. And now if I go to like an Ulta or something, I see it all just sitting there kind of untouched.
Single tear for the lip kit.
People have had enough of the Kardashians after it came out for years. The Kardashians have been ripping off their fans. From asking people to pay over $70,000 for used clothes, to Courtney getting exposed for allegedly selling fake supplements. People have had enough and are now saying it's time for the Kardashians to go. So, join me, y'all. We look into how the Kardashians have been making millions off of their fans and giving them nothing in return.
Sick of the Kardashians, I feel like you're in luck because it seems like their long-standing reign is finally coming to an end.
Now, we all know the Kardashians are basically business moguls at this point. From makeup to clothing lines, they've got their hands in every industry imaginable. And all that success has bankrolled a lifestyle that most people could only dream of. Just take a look at their wardrobes, homes, and luxury cars. If any of us tried to live like that, let's just say we'd be broke in a day. And if you've ever watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know the shopping sprees are endless. I mean, the show ran for over 20 seasons, and I don't think any of them repeated an outfit even once. Naturally, with all those shopping hauls, their closets are overflowing with stuff they no longer wear or need. Enter the Kardashian closet. This little side venture is where they unload some of those iconic pieces and give fans a chance to snag a slice of that Kardashian luxury. You all, when Kardashian Closet launched in 2019, it was pure genius. It became the place for the Kardashians to sell the designer clothes they didn't want anymore. And let's be real, the Kardashian name can sell anything. Plus, this whole idea wasn't some far-fetched plan for Kim. It was like a return to her roots. Before she was a mega celebrity, Kim had a side hustle that was low-key brilliant. She'd clear out and organize the closets of her wealthy, famous friends, and instead of tossing what they didn't want, she'd turn around and resell those pieces on eBay. Kim's been flipping closets since day one, turning haute couture into cash like a true hustler. Fast forward to today, and Kardashian Closet is facing some serious backlash from fans, and oh, let me tell you why. The site is described by the Kardashians themselves as a luxury designer clothing resale site that brings the fashionable and fun clothing from the famous Kardashian Jenner family closets to yours. They even hype it up by claiming that each Kardashian hand selects the items they want sold on the site. But what they don't tell you, they're charging whatever price they feel like for those pre-owned clothes. And yes, the site is super organized with sections dedicated to each Kardashian family member, so you can shop Kim's closet or Kylie's closet. They've even got sections for the Kardashian kids' clothes. Fans are in an uproar, feeling like this luxury resale site is a bit more about profit than sharing the love, especially with those sky-high price tags for secondhand items. Now, of course, you'd think the prices on Kardashian Closet would reflect the fact that these items are used, right? And at first they did. You could snag something for as little as $20. But lately, that's all changed and fans are furious. Take Khloe, for example. She once listed a Zara jacket her daughter once wore, so naturally fans rushed to check it out. But y'all, when they saw the price, shock of the century. Khloe had listed this used Zara jacket for $50. Now here's where it gets wild. Zara's official website sells similar brand new jackets for just $25. That's half the price of what Khloe listed, and you can even find the exact same jacket on eBay for only $13. Fans are feeling majorly ripped off, questioning if the Kardashians are just in it to cash in. Hard. I mean, $50 for a kid's jacket that's been worn? Fans are saying, come on, Khloe. And that's just one listing. The Kardashians have been selling their pre-owned items for prices that match or even surpass brand new ones. In some cases, they're even making a hefty profit off of used stuff. And to add insult to injury, some buyers have complained that the packaging is cheap and, wait for it, some of the items even arrive dirty. One of the biggest examples, Kim once listed a Birkin bag on the site for astronomical $70,000. Now, we all know Birkins are crazy expensive, but here's the thing. For that kind of cash, you'd expect it to be pristine. But no, fans are furious because Kim didn't even bother having it restored. In the listing photos, you can literally see rust on the bottom, and it's clearly a bit worn. And yeah, it looks filthy. People are calling it out, asking why Kim would charge 70 grand for a bag she didn't even clean up. It's like they're slapping a Kardashian price tag on anything and everything, and fans are just not having it.
I don't usually put out messages like this, but I'm getting one very strong message about the Kardashians. Let's start off with Kim. I feel like Kim thinks that she has it all together, or that she's on top of everything and that she knows everything, but that's not really the case.
Now, the Kardashian closet is just one example of how the Kardashian have been using their fans as cash cows. Now, I'm sure by now we've all heard about Kourtney's business venture, Lemme. This brand took off in a way that most businesses could only dream of. Lemme is seriously one of the most viral launches ever by a Kardashian, and people are out here studying its success to figure out how Kourtney pulled it off. And honestly, who can blame them? She's created this luxurious, direct-to-consumer brand that has companies everywhere taking notes. Lemme has been getting huge praise for how it presents its products. The website is so on point, with bold, easy to understand labels and vibrant, colorful products that practically jump off the screen. The vibe is so enticing, you might find yourself this close to hitting that subscribe button. It's like Kourtney's taken wellness and turned it into a full-on experience, and fans are loving every bit of it. But hold up, if you take a closer look at the website, you might notice a few things that don't quite add up. Lemme prides itself on offering high-quality, gluten-free, organic, non-GMO supplements. They claim to have partnered with top scientists to create delicious gummy supplements filled with clinically backed ingredients, and they even break down each ingredient one by one for us. But you guessed it, there's a catch. Take Kourtney's Lemme Sleep supplement, for instance. At first glance, it seems impressive, but if you check the ingredient list, you'll spot something a little off. Fans and critics alike have been quick to point it out, and it's raising some serious questions. If you take a closer look, you'll notice that most of the ingredients in Lemme's products have tiny asterisks beside them. Now, at first, that might not seem like a big deal, but in product marketing, an asterisk can mean anything. It might point to a disclaimer, a footnote, or even certain conditions that apply to the product, things that are often hidden in the fine print. And in Kourtney's case, that little asterisk is used to lead us to a footnote. So what does this footnote actually say? Well, brace yourselves, because the footnote reveals that while Lemme Sleep claims to have clinically backed ingredients out, it doesn't actually mean that these ingredients are clinically proven to work in the way they're being marketed. That's left a lot of fans feeling misled, wondering if these pricey gummies are really worth it after all. If you scroll right to the bottom of Lemme's website, you might see some tiny box that's really easy to miss that says, "These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease."
I entered another fucking dimension last night, and that's saying a lot because
this product is just overpriced melatonin. She's talking about Lemme Sleep, Kourtney Kardashian's vitamin brand, which I think is the most overrated, overhyped vitamin brand on the market, overpriced. Like, I could go on and on and on.
Here's the kicker. Anything with that little asterisk, yeah, it hasn't been evaluated by the FDA. Basically, there's no official stamp to back up the claims. So, as far as we know, some of these statements might be things Kourtney or her marketing team just decided to put out there. And I'm not alone in seeing this massive red flag. Fans and critics are catching on, and it's stirring up a lot of talk. People are side-eyeing the whole clinically backed label, questioning if these claims are as solid as they seem, or if it's just clever marketing. For a product being pitched as a high-end wellness solution, this little detail has really left people wondering if Lemme is more hype than substance. But guys, let's not forget Kylie and her disastrous businesses. In 2021, Kylie launched what was supposed to be her next big thing, Kylie Swim. This swimwear line seemed like it was destined for success. Kylie looked amazing in the promotional photos, and she was so confident in it that she trademarked not just Kylie Swim, but also Kylie Swim by Kylie Jenner. She was all in. But when it finally launched, Oh, it was a mess. The swimsuits were designed for a very specific body type. And even then, let's be real, you couldn't actually swim in them. They were so tight that wearing one meant maybe snapping a few pics before you'd need to slip out of it, if you could even manage that. People who bought the suits started sharing their honest reviews, and they were brutal. They complained about how uncomfortable and cheaply made the pieces felt, especially given the steep price tag. The backlash was so bad that Kylie pretty much cut and run from the whole thing. She even deleted the Instagram page for Kylie Swim and wiped any trace of it from her website. It's as if the whole line never existed. Y'all, this is just a tiny percentage of all the horrible brands the Kardashians have launched and will keep launching just to make a quick money off of their fans. It's hard to find someone who buys a Kardashian product and is genuinely pleased with it because they don't put the love and passion into the things they sell. It's usually all about the money with them. Anyways, what do y'all think about the Kardashians basically not hiding their greed anymore? Is it time they get stopped? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below. And keep it here for all the latest tea from Hollywood.